Always something that happens, dude. Always something that happens beforehand.
Right.
So I usually forget.
You know you can drag the window all the way to whatever side you want, and it automatically cuts it in half.
What craziness are you talking about?
I'm saying, like, if you get it from the top and just bring it over to the right, like, it'll get rid of your bars and shit. It'll equally...
Oh, this is the chat, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It'll equally make your windows exactly form-fitting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right.
That's Windows for you.
So maybe you might be right. I don't know. I have to.
I know I'm right.
That. So all right. So now we are live. So what's up, everybody? Another podcast, Mixed Days podcast between two turntables and a microphone.
Whoop whoop. What's up?
So we got Joe here. Joe Valdivieso, Jose Valdivieso.
Cheers, everybody.
Bad Habits, who is DJ and party promoter. I would say
promoter first.
Yeah.
DJ second.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it DJ thing.
Right,
and
right,
you
right.
do fit that.
Yeah.
But definitely more in the party promoter. But out of all the people I know, you do have one of the biggest record collections.
This is very true.
So,
this is very true.
Yeah.
You got to know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying?
So just a little background.
Recon.
Actually, well, let me start with this. So for people who don't know, this is Mixed Days. If this is your first time tuning in, we're just going to talk a bunch of shit about DJing. That's pretty much it. There ain't nothing to it. We're not we don't know nothing about nothing. We're nobody special. We just talk a bunch of shit and have a good time. And
DJ culture, DJ life.
Yeah. So and we happen to know a little bit about it.
Stuff we've done.
Yes, exactly. So we've been in the scene for a little while. I'll get into our history here in a minute. But just so we got some announcements. We're doing another live stream on the 23rd, which will be DJ Eternal. Well, he doesn't go by DJ Eternal anymore. Did you know that?
No, what does he go by?
Eternal. That's
Just
it.
Eternal?
Just Eternal, dude.
Drop the DJ.
One word, that's it. No DJ.
True
I was
that.
like, I put DJ Eternal on his on the Facebook page. Like, can you take that off? I was like, he's like, I go by Eternal now. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Drop the DJ because now he's making music or whatever.
Right, that makes sense.
So we're doing a live PA with him.
Nice.
So that'll be here in the office, and he's gonna bring in his equipment, and we're gonna set it up here, and he's gonna do like an hour set.
True that.
And so that's on the 23rd. So check that out, and then fingers crossed, we'll have DJ Infinity coming on next month. Hopefully that'll happen.
I did hit up dude from...
It's on my list.
Okay.
And I'm going to cross that shit off right now.
All right, some announcements. So don't know yes, don't know no. There's no up or down really right now. But what's his name? Keith Rosenberg from Trip Theory, a.k.a. Spaceman as well. So
yeah, that would be huge.
That would be
we could
huge.
do that. Let me turn this game up a little bit.
Sure.
Doing some on camera adjustments. So yeah, so that would be huge. So Keith, is his name Keith, right?
Keith, yeah.
If you're
Keith,
listening, man,
Keith Rosenberg.
dude, come on the show.
For real.
It's a good time. Everybody that's on the show loves it. We talk about some awesome shit, and you know we love talking about this. Everybody who's on the show is deep in the scene. This has like been half of our life at least, so it's a good time. So that would be cool. So anyway, we'll talk about me and Joe for a minute. So Joe actually is him and our mutual friend Adam, who's now deceased, is the reason why I listen to techno. You know,
Pretty much. Okay.
yeah. Joe and Adam got into electronic music when we were like 14, 15, 16.
Right around there. Yeah.
And I don't know if I got the CD from you or I got it from Adam, but Merlin Spellbound.
He might have got it from me, and so on and so forth. Like, here, this is the truth.
Yeah.
Pass it on.
Seriously, dude. Yeah, right. Like,
Shout out to Merlin.
The
What's
10
up?
Commandments. Yeah, for real. Merlin, if you ever hear this, dude, come on the show, man. That would be so.
That'd be so great to
dude,
get
that would
some
be
of the quad
awesome. That would be
crew
like
up
a
here,
dream
man.
come true, man. That would be the shit. So yeah. So I've known Joe. I've known you actually longer than that because you're friends with my brother, right? Before then.
So it all kind of like cultivated at the same time, like getting done with middle school, going into high school. Because the thing is, Adam, he was just turning, like, he was like, fuck this shit, I'm going to just become a firefighter. So,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Get his GED.
We kind of met, not even in school. Actually, we met through his older sister, Terry.
Right.
Didn't know that they were brother and sister. Met her one day at like a all-age fucking night at a Barcode. And I was like, holy shit, this is what's up. This is what I can't get into, but I can't wait to get into. Because at that point, at 15, 16 years old, I was only going to, like, you know, raves down in Miami and shit. There's nothing around here.
I was only 15 or 16, but I'm going to raves in Miami.
There's
That
nothing.
ain't
You
shit.
couldn't do anything like that up here, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know, like, all-night skate was the closest thing you can have.
Right.
And, you know, middle school, high school, you're kind of pretty much done with that shit. You're like, all right, man, we're not fucking Doug Poole, so we're not DJing there, and we're not fucking 12, 13, 14 years old.
He talked about Barcode though.
Yeah. That's the thing, because he DJ'd that too. He DJ'd that too. Yeah. Which, side note, kind of funny. Just found out that my barber is actually his barber as well.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Jesus over at, I forget what it's called actually.
Man, that's not a good shout out, dude. That's like the worst shout out ever.
For real. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I just know it's right by my house and right next to Domino's.
Okay.
So.
Oh, it's in Port St. Lucie. Okay.
Yeah, Port St. Lucie.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So met Adam, like via like the party scene, but it wasn't even really the party scene because we were kids. Like, and
there were children at this party.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were them.
Yeah.
And I think he was. He was there too. And that's how we actually first met. And then just kind of went from there, hanging out on the weekends, doing what we do.
So then, somehow, how did you get the Merlin Spellbound CD?
Well, I'm from Miami myself. 305 Till I Die show. What's up? But just honestly, that like I'd go down south, visit my family, go to a record store or a music store. Like a Sam Ash or what was it, Specs Music, stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's like something else called like Tower Records or some shit. Anyways, go down there as a kid, skate, South Beach, or go to Fort Lauderdale, and check out shit that I don't see every single day, right? And so go into these music stores and go to the listening stations. They're not even really record stores; they're just like actual music stores. I'd find fucking like not this is what you call a trance now, whatever, but you know what I mean, like a collection of music for the previous year or whatever, the year coming out, and I would also find flyers. So I'd find flyers and I'd be like, man, this is really cool. Oh shit, it's all ages, or oh shit, it's 16 and up.
Right.
Damn, this is what's up, And for the longest time, it was weird, man. It was funny because I didn't really know, because I was coming from like a traditional background, like whether it's hip hop, punk, whatever have you. So whoever's the CD is, that's who I thought was making the music.
Oh,
so
true.
on the back of the CDs, like it would be like, okay, first track so and so, second track so and so. So on, say, I see a CD, Baby Ann CD, or Merlin CD, I was like, this is who they are, right? But that also helped me go deeper into my record, like started collecting records. I started realizing, oh shit, they play other people's records, right? They're not just producing the music, because some of their songs they produced, but they didn't produce all of them.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So then I started following and researching the people that they would play. So I was like, okay, well, who is that? Like, who are these people, or who are these individuals or groups that these other DJs are dropping, like, you know what I mean? The tracks are dropping. Yeah. And that started my vinyl collection.
Dude, the question was, how did you find the Merlin Spellbound CD? Not how did you start collecting records?
Sorry, my bad.
Even though that is a good...
Specs Music. Okay. Probably Stewart, across the street from the mall.
So it was for sale in there?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Correct. Okay. Most likely there. If not, it was Specs Music in Miami.
Dude, it's one of the best CDs I've ever heard.
It still holds up. Still holds up now.
Dude.
I think it came out in '99.
Right.
So we're pushing 20 years. Yeah.
Did you see that thing Merlin did? Like, it's probably a little bit ago, where he talked about the club that had that picture on the CD cover. Do you remember the picture?
Yes.
It was a DJ booth that was looking over, and then the lights were all on and shit. He was talking about, I don't remember exactly if he said it was closing or something like that, but he had another picture of it when nobody was in there. There was no lights on. Okay. So it was like, this place was the cover of the Spellbound album.
Okay, wow.
So, that CD started my love of breaks. I didn't really understand what breaks were at the time. Actually, I had no idea what they were.
Me neither, because honestly, it was just like we said in the past, just techno. And then we started realizing, oh shit, there's actually a genre that is techno. Yeah. But that is similar and relatable to, electro and breakbeat, where that, that similar line comes from. But, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you add it and take it away.
I didn't even know that breaks were like its own thing until like later, like late teens probably. Like I didn't understand what was making breaks to understand what differentiated it between the other stuff.
Me neither, because I remember liking Chemical Brothers and like Crystal Method, and like not really knowing how to define it, you
Right.
know?
And I like the drum and bass, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when I worked at Tape Deck, they had drum and bass there, and I wish I could remember what CD that is, but they had like drum and bass remixes, like I Got 5 on it and shit like that.
Okay, so the CD you're probably thinking of is Breaking 10.
No, this was not one of those. It was like it wasn't a fucking bootleg.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a drum and bass. It had Aphrodite on it and shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what. I think Eric Jansen might have told me about
Because
it.
Image put out a drum and bass.
That's not. Yeah, it wasn't.
And he had I Got 5 on it. And Aphrodite on it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it called?
It was one of his break-ins. Whatever his biggest one was, Breaking 105. It was the next. It was the next.
It wasn't a break-in.
It was the
I know
next
we
one. It was the
had
next
some of the
one.
break-in CDs. Yeah, it wasn't.
But okay, so I remember having actual Aphrodite CDs itself as well, like Aphrodite just by himself.
Yeah.
I
I thought Aphrodite was a girl.
Yeah, so did I.
For a long ass time, dude, I thought it was a girl.
Well, that was the thing. It's, you know, this is kind of like pre-Facebook days. Like, you know, I think MySpace was just starting to get going.
Right.
You know, so there wasn't a lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
Jason says my echo is bad. It's probably me, man. I'm not really good on these microphones. We might have to switch to one mic. I don't know.
All right, you want to put it in the middle?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Might be.
There wasn't a lot of like comparison. Like, okay, cool. Follow this person. This is what they look like. This is where they're from. This is how old they are. They're not a 12-year-old girl.
Right.
You know.
Let me get your mic. All right, we're doing NK on it. Live adjustment real quick. So we're gonna have to sit closer to this bitch.
Let's try that.
All right. So we're good.
Bring it in.
All right. Hopefully this is better. One mic, 2 mics, fucking complicated. That's what happened on the last one. I don't know why. Haven't figured it out yet.
Maybe because they were bouncing off each other.
Could be.
You know
Dude,
what I
I'll
mean?
tell
Like,
you something,
bring
man.
something too close to each other.
Right. Microphones set up like this, dude, not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy, dude. Like, you set it up, like the first podcast I did, I only had one microphone on. I thought I had 2. So
Really?
Doug's podcast, there's
Yeah.
only one microphone.
Really?
And it was mine. So he was talking into mine, but I was so fucking loud because I just yelled.
Right.
That I could hear, or he could, or I mean, sorry, hold on. Maybe his was on, and he could hear me into his microphone. Like, but this right here.
The first one with you and Brett and Chris sounded good, but it did sound like
Echoey. We only had one
kind
mic
of-
on.
Yeah.
Only had one mic on. I just figured the mic thing out. But then the last one I did, I have an echo like Jason's saying right now. So I don't know what it is. I got to figure that shit out. So,
do
but anyway,
some more testing.
yeah. No, I think we're good though. So we just got to kind of talk into this bitch. I think.
No doubt.
Yeah. So that's just how it is. Real life shit. We're doing this shit live. So I'm just gonna look up something real quick. So Joe just went to EDC. It doesn't taste good?
I don't know.
Really? It better taste good. I just bought that shit.
Well, yeah, it says 9/27/19.
Omnidirectional. Both front and
So I
rear
wonder if that's
microphone.
like when they made it or
When is it?
9/27.
That's not that long.
That's
not
August.
long ago. Okay,
Anyways.
so hold on.
So yeah,
let me
I did go to
make sure.
EDC. This is the
Okay.
truth.
All right, so hold on. Let me see. Okay, so no, we'll finish talking about you. So okay,
All right.
so Joe. So we're gonna talk into here. I'm gonna talk
All
into
right,
here.
cool.
So Joe is been in the scene a long time. DJ a little bit. Me and Joe have thrown some fucking raging parties together.
Yeah.
Some of the best parties that have happened on the Treasure Coast.
I would say so.
For sure, dude.
I would say so.
So we've booked Infinity. We booked Baby Ann. We booked Exact.
Icy,
Shiraz.
multiple times.
At DJ X.
Baby Ann multiple times.
Yep. Was that it? And then local guys. You know,
yeah, there's
Our Fresh.
right. It's a couple people from well, I can't remember their names at the moment. Mutant Breaks and what is his name? Fuck, what's his name? Can't remember his name right now.
All right.
He's kind of like Decline, but not. Like he actually works with
Martin
Decline.
Flex.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all good.
Yeah, which let me go ahead and do a shout out to High Speed Noise and DFT for paving the way, because before we started throwing parties, they were throwing parties, and one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to start throwing parties was because they stopped and there was a lapse, and I was like, fuck this shit, some shit needs to be going on,
Yeah.
Let's get this fucking shit going again. And like anything else, especially when you're not in a bigger city, stuff comes in cycles, stuff dies out, stuff comes back around, you know. And with this podcast and other stuff that everybody else is doing, I hope that we can, you know, put some more life back into the
That's right, dude.
back in these streets.
Some new blood, new life into like the breaks scene, and it doesn't just have to be music now.
No,
dude,
no.
there is a shit ton of history that could be portrayed.
Oh, for
on
sure,
this, man. I mean, like all kinds of stuff. Like that's one thing I was thinking about. I was like, dude, if we can get like big time people on here, this is a recording.
Oh yeah,
of like breaks history.
And that's what I'm saying. Keith would be great because he comes from the hip hop era. You know, like even like. Johnny and Storm and shit too. Like they've been doing this since the 80s and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I was listening to DJ Storm when you came up here. So if you haven't checked out any DJ Storm mixes lately, Bass Up is good, and then the other one was called I don't have a mouse on that one.
Right on.
Dude, they're both freaking great. Go to his Mixcloud and find them, dude. They're great. Like he has a what I was thinking. I was like, dude, his breaks mixes are good to listen to.
Right.
Like they're not like hype machine breaks, you know, like the peak hour stuff. They're like pleasurable for the ear kind of thing. Like I was noticing that. I was like, damn, this is actually like enjoyable to hear kind of stuff. It's not like just peak hour stuff that a lot of people put on their mixes.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, like it's just like most likely like any other kind of electronic music genre. You listen to it when you're playing video games, working out. You know, even when you're trying to go to sleep, depending on what kind of music, what kind of style it is,
right?
You know,
some ambient shit.
It's great all the way around. It's right in the middle of the spectrum. It's not too high or fast. It's not too low and slow.
Right. It's more interesting than house. You know, the beat and stuff like that.
It's not as crazy as like hardstyle.
Right,
you know?
Dude. So I gotta tell you some shit about hardstyle.
What? That I hate it? Dude, I've hated it back since it was happy hardcore.
Yeah, happy hardcore.
I've had it since it was gabber. I've hated all forms of it ever since I was a kid. I was like, fuck this shit. It's too much shit.
Dude, it's crazy. So Twitch, right?
Yeah.
So Twitch is a video game streaming service that Amazon owns.
Right.
And I mean, actually, it was like.
I didn't know Amazon owned them. Really?
Yeah, they bought them.
Really?
This
Smart.
was a couple years ago. Yeah, that tells you how fucking big that shit is. Amazon comes in and buys you. So I that's actually like how I got kind of into the whole streaming thing, was watching these motherfuckers play video games, right?
Right.
Dude, hardcore or hardstyle is probably, besides trance, the biggest draw on Twitch for DJ style.
Really?
Unbelievable, dude. You go on there and you look in the music and performing arts category, hardstyle is probably number 2 to trance. Trance is number 1 as far as I can tell. There's more trance DJs doing shit up there, but hardstyle is number 2.
That's the one genre that I can't stick. I mean, I'll walk through, you know, a techno room. I'll walk through, you know, a house stage. I actually even like trance. George Acosta was kind of one of the first.
Oh yeah, we booked George Acosta. Forgot about that, dude. Yeah, damn.
Like trance was definitely kind of one of the first things getting into. I mean, it's pretty shit. You know what I mean? It's like, makes you feel good,
it does make you feel good. Fuck yeah.
So, yeah. So my first loves were like freestyle, breaks, and trance. You know. Which coming from living in South Florida, like a lot of that was very popular at the time in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
But even then, even when I was going to raves, I was 16, throughout my 20s going to festivals or raves, and to this day now in my 30s, I cross, no matter what the spectrum is, whether it's hardcore, you know, hardstyle, anything on that fucking spectrum, I'm just like, dude, if you know, it feels like
it's crushing your soul.
Yeah, and your eardrums for sure. I like drum and bass, and there's, you know, I mean, I have a love for drum and bass, and there's some dubstep that I like as well. I don't like all dubstep,
right?
But yeah, hardstyle. Yeah, I can't fuck with it at all.
No, dude, it's just, that beat is not. I don't understand like what the appeal of it is.
It's not welcoming. It's not. It's very. It's very like I gotta get the fuck out of here. You know, sure. abrasive like a motherfucker. And people think breaks is abrasive.
Right. Yeah. That's all right. So what's up, everybody in the chat? I know we haven't really said what's up, but I see we got Brett. What's up, Brett? Raul, Steve, Diane, Emerson, Jason, Lindsay's in there somewhere. Brandy, Josh. So you guys, thanks for tuning in. So
that's what's up. Thanks
we don't know shit. We're just here talking shit.
If y'all have any questions, shoot them down.
Yeah, we got any questions. And, of course, we didn't start on time because that's just not the DJ way.
I mean, it's not
Dude, oh, yeah, I had something. Okay, so I forgot about this. So Joe, making plans with Joe is, like, probably, like, one of the most hardest things I have to do in my life. Like, getting him somewhere.
It's not just you. It's not just you. It's probably everybody.
Joe is, like, being friends with a cat.
A cat?
Okay, so if you ever had a cat, have you ever had a cat?
I have when I was younger, but I'm not a cat person per se.
So cats, like, you think they like you, right? Like, you have this animal that you're taking care of, right?
Right.
And, like, every once in a while it comes around and, like, you know, makes you think that it likes you, and things like that. But most of the time, it doesn't abide by anything that you say or try to do with it, right? So you can be like, I got food, come here, whatever. Fucking cat ain't doing it unless it wants to, right?
Right,
so
right.
Like,
it's like a dog where it's like, oh, okay,
yeah, dog's like, yeah, what's up, buddy? You're my best friend. And cat's like, you're cool, and all you want is this cat to be your friend, And it's like getting this cat to do anything is impossible. And I'm like,
I feel
Joe's
that.
like being friends with a cat.
That sucks.
So, good guy, getting him to come here was like, that's why I put on the thing. I'm like, if he shows up, he might show up, dude. He might not show up. I mean, that's real shit, but it's all good. So I'm glad that you came.
Yeah, I've had a couple days to do nothing. Like I said earlier, went to EDC only for one day.
So let's talk about EDC,
which was really cool because 6 months ago, with my last outing, went to EDC Vegas for the whole Vegas experience.
Yeah.
We were there for I don't even know, no more than a week, but it's like five to 7 days. I can't remember. But it was my girlfriend and her best friend's birthday. They were their 30th, so I decided, hey, you know what? It'd be really cool if somebody took me to EDC in Vegas on my 30th.
Yeah.
So why not fucking be a pimp and do that damn thing? Put that shit on layaway. It's the best choice I ever had.
Yeah.
But also for myself, shit. My birthday was actually in May, so it was a treat for myself too. So, anyways, out there though. First and foremost, it's Vegas, so you don't even have to leave the fucking hotel. You're still going crazy,
What hotel did you stay in?
The Rio, which they just blew up. Like right after we left, they blew it up.
They demolished it?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that shit.
I don't know if they're rebuilding it or whatever. Yeah. So I guess after hoes can't work no more on the streets, they just get rid of it.
Dude, I mean, that's how you know you got a lot of money, dude, is when you're like, fuck it, we're just going to blow this bitch up and rebuild another one. Dude, casino buildings are so expensive. When I went to Atlantic City with my cousin, the hotel that we stayed in, there's 2 hotels out there that were or 2 casinos that were over $1 billion to build. The Borgata and then Ocean's Casino. Beautiful, dude. I fell in love. I never fell in love with a building before, dude. Fell in love with Ocean's Casino. Did I send you the pictures of that shit?
No, I mean
the blue one on the ocean.
I don't think so,
dude. Unbelievable building, like blow your mind shit. Like it looks when you're coming up to it, it looks fake. It doesn't look real, dude. It's so tall. It's the tallest building on the eastern seaboard or something like that. It's fucking huge. But it was $1 billion. Borgata's $1 billion. Vegas casinos, dude. Over $1 billion, man. Like it's a crazy amount of money that go into just the building. It's just the building.
Yeah,
it's $1 billion.
Not even like the fix, like everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit was crazy. Definitely recommend everybody in the world going to Vegas at least once in their life. And if you're into EDM, fucking go do it. Knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what I mean?
So how was EDC Orlando? So we'll go. I want to do like a comparison.
Sure.
So how was EDC Orlando? So I saw some pictures of the stages.
Dude, it doesn't get any better. Like they don't pull out any stops.
Brian was like, "Did you see the stages there?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't looked." Dude, I saw the pictures. I was like, "Whoa, dude, that's not anything like I was expecting."
No, not at all. And that's the misconception. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's new shit, whatever." And like, you see the same shit like with politics, like or like oh, millennials this versus boomers that. You know what I mean? It's like the new age versus the old age, and there's so much in between that like everybody can get down with. You know what I mean? Like my suggestion is, if you're new to this shit and you're fucking not 21, so what? You know what I mean? If you want to do something, do it. At the end of the day, just fucking do it. So if you are young and you want to get into it, fucking you don't have nobody to go with, figure that shit out. You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, you're gonna meet some people.
Right. If you're old and you're like, man, I really fucking like this shit, but I don't like all this new bullshit, like fucking Aoki and all this other shit. Guess what? Sunday, they had a whole break stage.
Dude, so I want to get into that. Okay,
so check this out. I'm gonna come right back onto it.
Circle back around.
One of my blur days in Vegas, because that was the thing. It just became such a commitment. You're like, yeah, I like the party, sure, but you're like, okay, gotta keep on going. Dude, it was just there was no tapping out. There was no getting out. Like you had to get on a plane to get out of there. So you know what I mean? It was like I still got X amount of more days.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm walking through the fucking which. You think that was crazy? You think the aerial shots of fucking Orlando was crazy, bro? Out of all the things I've seen in my whole entire life, and I mean I've only really partied on the East Coast, but hands down, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. Like just the where it's at and how they do it, they just do it right. Anyways, I was walking through one of the like little village area that they created, And I'm going, you know, I'm feeling toasty. And I walk by and I hear a break beat. I'm like, okay, instantly turn around as I'm walking, not knowing where I was going, man. Exactly, like a moth to a flame. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? And it was this dude. I forget his name, man. I think it's Psychosis out of California, and he works with Punks. The Punks label,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
And he's dropping it. And I was like, well, I know that face. I don't know the person, but I recognize that face. Right. I think we're Facebook friends. He was dropping the heat, but everybody else is like, where's Joe going? You know?
Yeah. Was he on his own stage?
Yeah, but it was a side stage. It wasn't nothing crazy big. Like, it wasn't one of the main stages. But that's the thing. Orlando they had 3 main stages. They added a new one.
Right.
Which what they're doing is they're not recycling, but I guess they are. They're bringing the stages and the production from Vegas. So Vegas premieres, it comes out, and then these things are so huge and they're so expensive.
Right.
You know,
they're packing them up like the circus.
Right.
Dude.
That's what it is.
The stages in Vegas were the same in Orlando?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I'm looking at these stages, and I only saw stages like that at Tomorrowland.
So there's 2 ways to look at it. Like, you can either, like, not go to Vegas, just go to Orlando and be like, hey, it's cheaper. I don't have to fucking fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that bullshit. And now they're doing single days also, so that's why we went. We were like, oh, okay, I can get in and out. I can just $100 one day.
Right.
Done deal. Because I didn't want to commit Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Because I got to fucking sleep.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
You know?
Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday?
No. I just said Monday because if I had to go all 3 days, I wasn't leaving till Tuesday.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Marcus and Mike. They went to fucking Disney on Monday. You know, which is the smart thing to do. Just like, okay, festival's over. Instead of like trying to hurry up and get all your shit.
Go to Harry Potter.
You know what I mean? Like, just fucking relax. You know, get back to the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the worst thing to do, man. Like, just party and then try to dip.
Yeah.
In Vegas, we were coming back in on Monday morning, leaving because the festival was sundown to sun up, like sunset to sunrise.
Right.
So we're walking into the hotel, like, yes, we fucking made it. The last day's over. You know, we're gonna get some sleep, get some food, whatever. There's people sleeping in the fucking lobby on their fucking luggage, waiting for it because their airplane doesn't leave till I don't know, probably like 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? In the afternoon, and it's 6 in the morning. Yeah. But they didn't pay for the next day, so they got to fucking get out of the room. I was like, thank the fucking all the lords that I'm not you guys. Like, you guys are fucking dying right now because I'm dying. And I can't wait to get in my bed.
And a shower. Yeah. Fuck that.
For real. But so the production's amazing. The like everything, dude. The lasers, the fucking fireworks, bro. The fireworks,
in Vegas or Orlando?
Or both, but they put more into. The thing was the fireworks show that I witnessed in Vegas was the closing. Right. It was like the last one, so it was like hurrah. Yeah. So I'm assuming they'd probably do something similar to Orlando, but they had fireworks every night. But I only went Friday, so I only went opening day of this past weekend.
Okay.
So unfortunately, it worked out that way. Otherwise, we would have went Sunday too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were there.
No, I wasn't there.
It ain't like you to go one day.
Exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
I've been to Ultra with this dude, and not only does he get down there, like, he doesn't leave when everybody else leaves.
Right.
He's there until, like, I'm like, are you back? And he's like, yeah, I'm back. You know, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know when.
Right. Like the next week, like, hey man, this show was over Sunday, bro.
Right. Like,
it's fucking
where
Tuesday.
Are you, dude?
Yeah.
So when you said you were back, I was like, oh shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, we were playing it like adults, and we didn't want to. Well, for one, we didn't have enough time, enough time off. Well, I did, but the rest of the party did not.
Yeah.
And honestly, though, at the same time, I had all ability to stay for you know, I had people to stay with, people that were coming back this way, and I was just like, dude, I'm beat, dude. Like, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, in Vegas, there was no tapping out.
I know. I mean, that's a Vegas. You know? When you go to Vegas, dude, by day 3, I'm ready to leave.
Right on.
Dude, stay day 4 or whatever, man. Like, that's too much. So yeah, we got. Brian said it looks good on the camera. So we got a new camera shot. Normally we were doing this over in the
yeah.
So what we did is, at the suggestion of one of our friends, you know, change it up so we don't all look the same. Shout out to Legit if he ever sees this. So we set it up in the room where this is where we DJ.
I like this.
I like it. Dude, it looks good on camera. It's got,
you got your shit in the background.
Shit in the front, the back, and then I've got these flags. Man, you see these flags?
Yeah, these things are amazing.
Yeah, I just got them the other day. So it's.
I do like the table setup too, but at the same time, this feels a little bit more like
it's DJ shit.
Yeah, you're in the booth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and we are in the booth.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. I put the microphone here. It's between 2 turntables and a microphone. So
nice.
we got the microphone there.
Subconscious.
So we're going with the theme. Brian said, ask you about Drake at EDC.
I didn't see him. What day was it? I was only there Friday.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about no fucking Drake.
Yeah.
So
no, I didn't see any surprise sets. If there was, you know.
The break stage.
That was Sunday only.
Oh, okay.
So for some weird reason, which I don't know how I feel about it, they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for over 20 years, Insomniac. You know, for those people who don't know, Insomniac does EDC. They also have a tremendous amount of events in their portfolio. They just bought Okeechobee Fest because Okeechobee went on for sale because they weren't able to continue what they were doing. So Pasquale was like, I got that. I'll take it, you know. Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And so I'm actually going to go to Okeechobee Fest as well. First time doing that. And from everybody I've spoken to locally and not, have said, just regardless of the music, like the interaction and the environment is the best, amazing festival they've ever been to.
I told you I Ubered out there, right?
Like as a driver?
That's
no.
So when I had my Cadillac, all right. So,
I got a great story to tell you.
All right.
For the Uber way there and back, because it was like 5-6 of us. So
oh
yeah.
Shit. So first of all, if you didn't go to Okeechobee Fest, this motherfucker is in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
In Okeechobee. Like what's out there is the prison. Like you can see the prison lights from whatever road that is that you get into Okeechobee. It's by the dump. It's way out there. If you're in town center Okeechobee, it's miles down and it's miles west from the center of town.
Okay, so you got to go further west.
Oh yeah, dude, it's way the fuck out there, right? So multiple things happen.
I try not to travel that far unless I'm going to Tampa.
Dude, it's pretty far out there. I don't know what that prison is. Does Okeechobee have a prison out there? I don't remember what the fuck it is. Is it Arcadia or something like that?
Arcadia, that is west of
so Okeechobee. You can see it from it. So anyway, there's no cell phone service out there.
So how the fuck are you getting Ubered?
Exactly. That's exactly what happens. So what's funny about Uber is if you Uber at a festival, they have like
a zone.
Fucking A-team of like people ready to respond to shit that's happening. Like they have like a fucking Uber commander,
right,
who is like he was in Florida somewhere. He wasn't there, but like he's in contact with the drivers and shit.
I got you.
He's like texting us and shit.
That makes sense, especially when there's no fucking service out there.
Yeah, well they didn't know there was no service.
That sucks.
I'm out there and I'm like, first of all, I'm like, do you guys know that these people are standing at the gate trying to leave and they can't get a ride?
Right.
Because
don't want to be like fucking Tomorrowland.
There's no service. So you can imagine what.
That's why Tomorrowland's not back. They fucking failed because there was multiple reasons, but whatever. Like that was one of the stipulations. Like people were trying to go and they couldn't fucking get the fuck out of there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
dude.
even know Tomorrowland wasn't back. I thought they were just like it was a year or whatever. I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure they only came to America once, and then like.
Oh, you're talking about to America? They were in Atlanta.
Yeah, and they fucked that up.
Oh, I thought you were talking about over there.
No,
the whole festival in general.
Strategically, not strategically, but like what's the word I'm looking for? Logistically.
Yeah. Dude, I bet Atlanta's fucking.
It was not good. So, but that was one of the things. Like they couldn't get the fuck out of there.
Right.
And then they wouldn't let them leave.
Oh shit! And it rained.
They were like, "We're not gonna let you leave without any fucking." Yeah, it did rain bad. Okay, so they're fucking like dying, fucking in mud.
Yeah, that's a bunch of.
But anyway, so yeah, you're out in the middle of Okeechobee.
So you can imagine. What's up, Al? So you can imagine.
Al, what's up, Al?
You can imagine being an Uber driver,
right?
Driving to the gate of the festival at like 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
What that scene looks like.
Yeah.
And people can't get
especially
out.
If you're not. Yeah. It looks like a fucking like a zombie horror scene.
Dude, exactly. Yeah. So what's funny is. So it was, dude. The festival. I mean, like for the first year they did good because I heard it was the guys that did Bonnaroo.
It was like
some of them.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So they had some pretty. Good
They weren't just like come by night. Hey, we're just gonna fucking figure this shit out.
They had a VIP section to go get your bracelets. They had separate sections for everything. So it wasn't bad as far as logistics go. But people couldn't leave. So what was happening is that I was telling the guy, I'm like, dude, there's all these people out here. I'm on the Uber commander guy. I'm like, there's all these people out here and they can't fucking leave, dude. There's no cell phone service right here. And I guess they had a tower in the festival or something like that set up or some kind of repeater or whatever it is that you could get service in the festival.
Right.
But on the outside of the festival, there wasn't shit. So the guy's like, just start picking people up. He's like, just pick them up. We'll figure it out later.
Right.
So I'm fucking rounding motherfuckers up, making trips from the festival.
You got cash?
Dude, from the hotels, yeah. So I got to see some interesting
I bet,
shit, dude. Yeah.
Like I want to go home, save me, help me, get the fuck out of here. I took too much.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You know?
Right. That kind
and,
of shit.
And it's a tripping festival more than I think like anything else.
Right. Yeah. Because
everybody's doing their own thing, but like
the lighting and shit.
You're in the middle of fucking the woods and shit.
Yeah.
And it's not so much EDM specific.
It's camping, dude.
It's camping.
Camping is a different type of festival than Ultra and EDC and stuff like that. For sure. That's 100% true.
So this might be my first camping festival, which is cool because you don't have to leave. You can be like, all right, cool. I'm done with the fucking music. I'm done with the bullshit,
dude.
I'm gonna go back to my camp and fucking chill out.
Camping festivals are way better than any other festival.
Because going to a multiple day festival, you're like, all right, got to get there. That's a fucking that's a fucking challenge and mission. Leaving is a bigger mission.
Seriously,
fucking
you
go doing it again for the next 2 days.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
I've never actually even. Well, no, I guess for Ultra,
it's a lot. It's a lot. Fucking so much.
Yeah, the camping is cool because the other thing is like, dude, if you're squatted up, you don't all got to go at the same time.
No, because you got the camp's not moving.
Yeah, right.
The camp's
exactly.
They
didn't go nowhere, and some of them you can have fires. I don't know if you have a fire at Okeechobee, but at Swanee, at Wana, you could have fires up there.
Right.
And everybody brings supplies.
Right, all your provisions.
I brought firewood.
You're good for this many days.
Yeah, dude, exactly. So, and it's cool, like, and it's not so frantic where you're stuck. You can make, I can see I'm moving.
Closer.
You can move multiple, or you can go out into the festival like multiple times throughout the
Right. There's no like re-entry fucking.
Take a nap, dude. I'll get up in the morning, go out, check out some shit, eat some lunch, and go take a nap.
I'll meet you under the tree next to the wizard at 2 o'clock. Or see you later.
And then there's people all walking through the camp selling all kinds of shit, unlicensed merchandise and all kinds of shit.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you.
It's fun, dude. It's a really good time. I definitely enjoy the camping festivals more. Than the,
I'm gonna do it for the first time, and I'm excited. And the thing is, like, just like anything else, as you age or as you get more experience in certain things, you want to up it yourself or figure out new ways to enjoy certain things. Dude,
if you want to go go to like a fucking jam band festival.
Right on. Yeah, a lot of
those are what's up.
A lot of EDM festivals are usually catered towards I would say 21 to 28 market. You know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, it was. It's definitely gonna be interesting because.
So your Uber ride.
So Uber ride there.
This is Uber ride to East
Orlando. Yeah, there's six of us in there, right?
And one Uber.
Yeah, we got an Uber XL, which this fucking X or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's XL or double XL, whatever it is. Enough to fit 6. I forget what kind of car it was. This motherfucker had like what do they call it? Open the door, boom, and then like steps come out of it.
Oh shit!
I was like, okay.
Oh, just FYI, Joe and I have both driven for Uber.
Correct. I got a sticker on my car right now. It's actually very low key. Makes you kind of safe.
I mean, dude, I liked it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like just even if you're not Ubering, having the sticker on there, like being an old Uber, it's like,
gotcha.
Hey man, I'm just out here.
Right.
Anyways, Asian dude, don't know if he was Chinese, Korean, whatever, because he didn't really speak English. Mm-hmm. We weren't really fucking with too bad, but we're like, oh, is it cool? We drink this in here. It was like little airplane fucking bottles. I guess somebody decided to do a toast. I was like, all right, I wasn't ready for it. Sure. He's like, no, you can't. And then something was said, and then 2 minutes later, it was like, all right, guys, ready? Cheers. So I was like, wait a minute, he just said no.
Oh, damn, I hate y'all.
Right, exactly. But he was pretty legit. He was like, you were like, look, we'll tip you, whatever. He's like, fuck the tip, just give me 5-star. You know what I mean? Like that's
wow.
He was. I mean, I think we tipped him anyways, but yeah, he was like, okay, you can drink that shit, but give me 5-star. Did not think we were gonna make it because all fucking day long getting to Orlando, the traffic was horrible. It was like,
What time did you leave?
Early. That's the problem. Like
people going into EDC.
Well, we left Port St. Lucie, I think around noon, 1 o'clock, something like that. Like the estimated time we were gonna get into EDC was gonna be like 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? So we might. I want to say that might have put us. Getting there at 3, so we must have left like around 1.
Well, you went to the hotel first?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So the travel time getting up there was horrible. We're like, what's going on? It's Friday. Why are all these fucking RVs driving up? And like every time we stopped, there was like just such a massive amount of people. We're like, all these people aren't going to EDC. Like, what's going on? Forgot that it was Veterans Day weekend, which I was like, do people really just leave? Like, so many people leave,
holiday, dude.
And then we were like, oh, it's Friday. A lot of people are traveling up for college games, and shit like that. So, needless to say, the traffic was horrible. Then it starts raining. So, the hour of getting there kept getting pushed back, and we're like, all right, there's no way we're not going to get in there before sunset. There's no way.
Damn, dude. Holy shit. You were in like bumper to bumper traffic?
It was horrible, bro. It was really, really bad.
Are you talking about
driving from Fort Pierce? No, Fort Pierce to Orlando.
It took you 4 hours just to get to Orlando?
It took a long ass time. We got into Orlando. We got into the festival, or to the festival. The sun was pretty much setting, so it was like a little bit after 5.
Damn.
Cascade's already on, and he was doing a sunset set. And for those people that don't really like Cascade, all I gotta say is see him live. It's fucking pretty dope.
Dude, some of his shit's good.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He has the longest set, and like time wise, you know, and for a reason, because he fucking brings that shit.
Right.
Excuse me. So that sucks. Getting through the festival was amazing. The fastest and easiest entry I've ever gotten into in any kind of concert style thing in my whole entire life. Like we went to our lane.
Did you have VIP?
No, but it's divvied up by VIP, General Admission Plus, which I think is supposed to be only like the difference between General Admission and General Admission Plus is that you have express way to get in.
Right.
Dude, whatever they did it this year, I think they had multiple like entryways. We weren't literally in line like 2 minutes.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
But there's people just pouring in. Yeah.
Yeah, we go in, like, you know, scan my tag.
Did you have to walk through a metal detector?
No, they fucking do all that. Well, actually, maybe the second one, whatever. So when the time I was done, I was like, is there more stuff to go through? Like, am I done? Am I done? Oh, shit, I guess this is it. And we're in the festival. Awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, they did a good job. They patted us down. They searched through our bags, but they were just super efficient and quick.
Right.
And then where that entry point was, it was as soon as you come into it, keep going straight, boom. That's one of the stages. I think it was the second main stage, like not the main stage, but like the base stage.
Right.
And I was like, wow, we're here. Like that's it. Like we're in.
Right.
Like,
it's not like Ultra where you start in the fucking back.
And then you go here and here and here, and then once you get in, you got to go over here. No, dude. Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Okay, cool. Bathroom's right there. Boom. Let's go right here.
Damn.
And then we're in that bitch.
Damn.
Uber ride home, which. It's sprinkling all afternoon into the or I should say evening, but not really heavy, right? And they started getting like fucking Forrest Gump in that bitch. So it was hard rain, it's fucking sideways rain, upside down rain. There was so much. Dude, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Like,
and it would come and go and come and go. But then once it started going, it was it was misting. Then whatever, like a little bit harder. Okay, slow down again. And then when it turned up, it was like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was it, dude. That was it. So I'm walking around. I'm like, but I'm so fucking cold. I was not fucking prepared for it to be so cold.
Did you have a poncho?
Everybody else did. I did too, but I was waiting. I didn't want to put the poncho on yet because I knew like if I put the poncho on, it was gonna get very humid and shit. Like I was trying to use that for the last like resort, right?
If it got real bad, and then
they put the poncho on.
Real bad.
Right, they got real bad. So I was like, fuck, bro. But at this point, I'm super cold. I'm kind of fucked up. You know, whatever. Been drinking. And I'm like, my brain is like, man, I really wish I fucking had another pair of pants because I sat down at the main stage. I think it was like after Yellow Claw, and I stood up and I was like, oh man, my fucking pants are soaked.
Oh shit! So you sat in the dirt?
No, we weren't even in the dirt. We had like a little blanket thing going on. But the people that were sitting down weren't telling me they were wet, so I sat down for like a minute and I was like, shit,
too late.
So done deal. And we're walking around. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know what would be really cool? Get one of those hippie fucking blanket things that are like a scarf and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be great. It would warm me up right away. Because I was wearing a tank top too. But I had like a little like I don't even know what they're called. It's a vest, but it's like got a cut off. It's kind of like Back to the Future.
Vest,
no, it's like a Back to the Future
sweater vest.
No, Back to the Future. It's all like puffy and shit.
A sweater vest,
but it's not really a sweater though. It's
like that.
It's like a jacket.
It's like the Gore-Tex on fucking Seinfeld.
It's like a fucking.
You ever seen that?
Like a life vest.
George has that's what I'm saying. He's got the big ass Gore-Tex jacket, dude. It's fucking huge. It makes him puff out like the Marshmallow Man.
But there was no sleeves. You
know no sleeves. Dude.
Okay.
I know a sweater vest, dude. One of the guys that started Hooked on, Brett. That's what he's wearing is an orange sweater vest. That's what I call him, like sweater
Mine
vest.
was yellow and orange. It was kind of funny. So we're walking and we're going past one stage, and I was like, oh shit, the hippie fucking vendor. Awesome. I'm going to go get me a motherfucking scarf, fucking headband, whatever. I don't know what they're called. They're called something, but like they use it for everything. It could be a blanket, it's
fucking waterproof.
It's a scarf.
It's blessed.
Well,
it was weaved out of something.
Well, it's definitely not waterproof, but for whatever reason in my mind, I was like, all right.
Jason, if you're still listening, what the fuck is that shit called?
I was like, yeah, I'll buy 2. Let me get 2 because it's cheaper. So I get it, I wrap up, I'm like, awesome. And
it's like your Shaw.
That's what it's called. I think it's a Shaw.
Oh,
so I leave out. We leave out, and then it's like fucking more. I'm like, what the fuck? So we're walking over to the main stage. It's towards the end of the night, by the way. I skipped basically a lot of stuff we did during the festival, but I want to tell you about the Uber ride home. So we get to the base stage. Miss Slander, Slander's like, all right, cool, let's Slander. Have a good night. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Yellow Claw just ended, and we're like, all right, cool.
How was Yellow Claw?
Amazing,
dude. I only
Great.
have one Yellow Claw song, and it's a remix.
Well,
I gotta tell you something funny. Hold on, let me write this down. Hold on, I gotta write this down.
Sure.
Okay, all right, you're good. I got it.
So first and only time I saw Yellow Claw was 2 years ago at Sunset, and here's the thing, I don't go. You know,
Jason's like a tapestry.
But not a tapestry. No. The one you
wear.
wear.
Yeah.
I think it's called a Shaw.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So I got a lot of shit,
Maybe
right? You know, I go to a lot of shit. I've been going to a lot of shit ever since fucking came up my mama's puss. You know what I mean? I'm hitting the road. But I don't do it a lot. Does that make sense? I don't do it as often as I used to. My last thing I went to.
You don't do what? Go to festivals and
correct.
shit? Yeah. Well, you're fucking 34.
35.
35.
Could be 36, whatever.
Yeah, slow it down a little bit, buddy.
So the last festival I went to was back in May. So it was over 6 months between. So, but I'm saying.
It's not really that long.
Well, shit. I mean, back in the day, which wasn't really that far back, we'd be like, okay, cool. What are you doing this weekend? I'll go to Miami.
Go to fucking Fort
I
Lauderdale.
mean, when we were in our 20s, it wasn't no thing to fucking go to Orlando, Miami. Who's playing where? We're going to Tampa. We're going to Jacksonville. We're going to Orlando. We're going to Daytona.
We did I don't know if that was you. I don't think so. Did the fucking triangle, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, and Orlando in one weekend?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It was Melissa.
But,
or maybe it was me and I met.
But you know what I'm saying? Those days,
yeah.
Whatever, bro. Fuck it. Just jump in the car. Y'all got gas money. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's live in this area, 772 area, where it's, halfway.
We're in a good spot.
Halfway to get 2 hours Miami, 2 hours Orlando, whatever. 2.5 hours to Tampa. So whatever. Yeah, going to shows because we don't live in those cities. You'd have to go to it. So we'd have to. What is that word?
Travel.
I'm looking for a better word than that. A pilgrim. We have to go our pilgrimage to these events.
Yeah, true that.
You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so I might do stuff, but I don't do them as frequent. You know
I
what I mean?
gotcha. We definitely do it big.
For sure.
Went out to Vegas for
dude.
EDC. I would never.
Well, I'm an adult now.
I went to Bonnaroo,
you know what I mean? So it's
grow
up, act like an adult.
I guess
drop
so,
that
dude.
money.
I just think that
instead of going out every weekend, fucking save them ducats up and go do it big.
But Vegas plus EDC,
it's fucking death
equals disaster. That's what I'm saying.
I was trying to do Fear and Loathing, fucking 2020.
Right, dude. That's just too much for me. That's too much for me. So anyway, fucking got the Shaw. Great story, whatever.
So we left Yellow Claw, and there's 40 minutes till Slander was over. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna catch Slander before they're over. By the time we got there, they were done. Jaws came on, did a pretty decent set. He's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes his sets are not good. Sometimes they are. And
what an original name.
Well, the way it's spelled too, Jauz.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not Jaws.
Yeah. All right.
It's like Jauz.
Yeah, I was like, that guy was born in the 80s.
But yeah, so it was good, and Snake's coming on after him, and we're all just fucking not even really dancing anymore. We're fucking just moving for warmth, to create body heat.
Yeah.
Because we're all like, what the fuck? And I forget who it was. Might have been Melody. Said hey, how do you feel about seeing him for 30 minutes? And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I've seen him before. You guys haven't, or whoever hasn't, whatever. We can go whenever y'all want to go. And then it got from went to hey, can you want to watch him just for a little bit to. How about we go right fucking now? Because we're all fucking soaked, we're all fucking cold, and it's
one person just had to open the door, dude. Just crack that.
Because I was about to do it myself. Because at this point, I'm wearing my clothes, my jacket, or whatever, my two shaws, my fucking poncho, and it got to the point where it got too hot, so I took the poncho off because it's creating a lot of humidity, And it's just getting really uncomfortable. The fun's gone now. It's draining. The weather and the environment is draining all the fun. So it's okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Right.
And now we gotta get the fuck out of here too. And that's gonna take a while also. So now we gotta corral everybody.
So where
get
was
the fuck
it in
out.
Orlando?
Tinkerfield, which is in the middle of downtown, I think, or it's a big ass field. They do a.
Was it by Robinson?
I don't really know. The address. I can pull the address up.
Was it by I-4?
No, yeah, not too far.
Pretty close.
Tinkerfield, they do the fair there. They do I think they do fucking events there, sporting events.
Was it in the ghetto?
Well, if you leave there a couple blocks, it will be in the ghetto. That's what I'm saying. It's closer to downtown.
Well, because the reason I'm asking is because when I was working for the state, The Orlando office was off Robinson, and behind there was a fucking big ass stadium.
Hey, if everybody knows what Tinker Field is, help us out.
Yeah, where the fuck is Tinker Field? I fucking got the phone right here, dude. I got the phone. All right, anyway.
So leaving now, it's like, okay, everybody's ready to go. Now we gotta actually go. And I don't know how I became like the fucking tribe leader, but I was like, all right, guys, like this is the way out. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, man, I fucking know. It's not that big. There's only fucking 3 main stages. Like, the place isn't that big. You know, I've only been here once, but I remember which way it was when we came in, and I know everybody's fucked up, but I know like this is how we get out. Like look, everybody's walking that way. They're leaving too. Like follow that shit.
Yeah.
So we're leaving and.
Use your context clues.
Right, exactly.
For real.
Exactly. So we're getting out, and we get out. I'm like, hey, so where's the Uber like station? Because they had it set up to where like you can only get picked up in this area.
Yeah, that's how it was at Okeechobee.
Right. So it was funny because Mel's like, "Are you sure we're going the right way?" I'm like, "Babe, we're going the right fucking way." Okay. But I kept checking the app, and it wasn't working because you're in a dome, like you're in like a circumference.
Right.
Like you have to get out of the force field to get the Uber accepted. You know what I mean? So they don't allow. You have to go to X amount of blocks or X amount of whatever feet from the actual festival to even be able to get picked up with an Uber. So not only there's an Uber like sides of the field, like of the fucking setup, there's also like distance too. Like so it's not just like only on the west side, but it's like west side of like. 20 whatever blocks.
So you had to leave the actual festival.
Oh yeah, before I could even get an Uber. Yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we get out, we can finally make it out of the fucking Spectrum, and like her Uber's fucking, she canceled like 2 or 3 of them. Like one of them wasn't moving, like for like 15, 20 minutes, just sitting there. Like whatever, like you're following it, you're like, so she's calling it, they're not answering, or like, what the fuck? I was like, fuck that. I was like, fuck that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait 2 hours.
Dude, it's Orlando. There's a million.
I know. Well, for whatever reason, right at that point in time, there wasn't.
What time was it?
Like 11. Like we got out before the festival ended too. Like I said, DJ Snake was just going on as we were leaving.
What time did it go
till midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason in Florida, festivals don't go past midnight. Like Ultra was done at midnight. It's a zoning legal thing. Like when Ultra last year when they were in Biscayne, they was till 2 in the morning.
Right.
But normally, traditionally, whenever it's in downtown, it's only until 12. Okay. Which Biscayne, the key Biscayne is like right next to downtown.
Right.
But well, I guess it's a different town, an actual town.
Okay.
So it's a different law.
Gotcha.
Same thing with Tampa for Sunset, midnight, done. Orlando, EDC, done.
Yeah.
I don't know I think they were going until 4. There was a rumor that they petitioned to have the drinking the hours extend from 2 to 4 in the morning in downtown, so people when they left the festival they can go back out to the clubs, after parties and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Don't really know if that's true or not, but I know there was a breaks party going down on Friday with Rab the Moon was playing. Actually, Spaceman was playing also.
Yeah, Resonate. Oh, yeah, what's up? Shout out to Jesse, dude.
And then, I was going to say, and Jesse played,
Dude, I need to call him and get him on here, dude.
For sure, get him on here. It has to be, if it's going to be during the week, it's got to be fucking like early in the afternoon. Because Jesse, he's done when the sun sets.
Well, I pitched this to him about
you know what I'm saying? Like, what time is it now? 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, well, dude, obviously you didn't get here till 8.
I know, 9:30.
I mean, we can start early whenever. I don't have a problem getting here. So I pitched it to him when we were at Public House that one night.
True that. He would totally do it.
At first he was like, when I told him like, yeah, I'm doing these things or whatever. He's like, well, I got my schedule. I'm like, well, what about this? What if it's on the weekday and you fucking do this and you're done before this? He's like, all right, I can probably do that.
Yeah. It's just to be coordinated. You know what I mean? It's still dark in this room. Don't matter.
Right. So get in the motherfucking Uber, dude.
So we finally get the fucking Uber, bro, because like she's canceled. I had to cancel some. They just wouldn't it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And we're sitting. And everyone's fucked up, bro. It's like the end of the festival, so some people have been there all day. Yeah. They're like, you got a snack?
Right.
You're like, you got a water bottle? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm over here like, nigga, tighten up, you know?
Was this your first time?
Right. So we're sitting on the fucking corner, like, underneath some fucking, not structure, but like, protection from the weather,
Like a fucking bus stop?
No, it's buildings. It's like, it's just, I don't even know how to explain.
I got you.
It's just a strip of buildings. So we're on the sidewalk, and everybody's just like trying not to get wet. And there's a guy next to us saying like, last time I just looked for an Uber, he said $300. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm like, the other person said, yeah, right, they're never coming. Laid back down. I'm like, I'm like, are we in the Twilight Zone right now? Like y'all
joke.
motherfuckers are fucked up.
That's
You know what I mean?
funny, dude.
But it was really funny because it's the end of the festival too, so we're trying to like no,
That's
you
fucking
for
awesome.
real? And they're like, no, man, there's no way they're for real.
Yeah.
So they wasn't expensive. I think last time when we actually got it was like $130, something like that.
Damn. To get where did you stay?
By Disney. So it was like
Okay.
not too
By
far.
Universal Drive or whatever, all that shit.
Well, not by Universal on the other end. Like Disney and fucking what else?
Are they not by each other?
They're on the opposite side, I believe. Yeah, like Universal's like in the down, like I drive. But Disney's like further south, I believe. Like closer to Kissimmee and
What
shit.
hotel you staying?
Well, it's Orlando, so it's all resorts. If you stay in a hotel, you're stupid.
When I used to go there, when I used to go there for work, I stayed in hotels all the time.
I know, but the move is stay in a resort. So
they don't pay for no resort.
They're just
okay.
no. I'm saying when you're going for a group of people
right.
and for like a weekend
so
like that.
So did you have rooms or did you have like a fucking?
We had like a whole house.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. We had,
damn. All right.
Well, it was like a living room, balcony, 2 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? Full on kitchen. Big ass. It was called the Sheraton at Buena Vista or some shit like that. The dope one to go to is World Resort. For breakfast the day we left, we went to the Hyatt. That bitch was dope. That hotel was fucking amazing. But yeah, it's more. It's cheaper because there's just so competitive. There's just so many different resorts around there, and in like. I mean, even when we were younger in high school, we'd go up for the weekend or whatever, get a villa, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody pitches in, it's cheaper, man.
Well, that's I know about like for Airbnb and VBR or whatever, that's cheaper.
Right.
Yeah, that's your tip right there.
No, but I mean, exactly. Like, you'll be cheaper just to go directly through them. And
so it's all inclusive?
Yeah, well, pretty much. Like, yeah, there's
you just go down and get your fucking breakfast or whatever.
Well, there's the one we stayed at. There was I never ate at that one. Went to ate somewhere else, but there was like 5 restaurants on site.
God damn!
Yeah, there's a humongous. It was a complex compound, bro. Yeah, dude. If you're going and you're gonna be going,
I'm staying in a motherfucking hotel, but I'm not like 10 deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you bring?
6. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Sure.
So if you're going with solo dolo or you and your girl,
or
your side girl, whatever, Lindsay.
Girl,
but no, if you're going just to, you and yourself, you and one girl or whatever, one person. I mean, you don't need a fucking villa. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I know.
But that's the move. Like if you're going in a group of 4 or more,
fucking resort.
Get a resort.
I never stayed in a resort at fucking Orlando.
Oh, dude, they're the best, dude.
Yeah. I stayed in a resort.
Orlando's one of the meccas of hospitality.
I know, dude.
Bro.
I know, dude. Trust me.
Like
I know
if you live there and you're not in if you don't work for Disney or some kind of park, you don't work at one of the schools. You're fucking like probably working in hospitality, bro.
Listen to this. So one of the things I've been,
and not just bartending, like hotels. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Chris? What's up, Dan? What's up, everybody in the chat? I know we haven't said what's up lately. Share the stream, dude. Share the chat, and if you've been on the stream, you should share this motherfucker when you see it come up. So we can get some more people watching this bitch
for sure.
But so check this out. So doing the live stream, I was reading a lot about like the Florida break scene and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just like. Because I try to like throw like those little, I don't know if you've seen them, like those little educational slides in. Have you seen that shit?
Sorry.
That's all good. Have you seen that one slide I have about breakbeat, the break?
Oh yeah. Like I'm in breaking shit,
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna put that bitch up right here so everybody can see. So breakbeat is a repeated sample of a drum beat, usually forming a fast syncopated rhythm used as a basis for dance music. Right? That's what the breakbeat is. Right.
Right.
And then the amen break is the actual first, I guess, what you would call
drum
break.
Amen.
Amen,
Amen,
whatever.
Yeah.
Amen. It's like amen in the church and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's like the first break, beat that was, I guess, maybe recorded, and then people started sampling.
What was the first one that they started sampling? Exactly. They started sampling it, and there's some pretty cool documentaries on Netflix and shit. And really, it's the birth of hip hop, but like breaks started around that same time. Like I'm saying, like it birthed from hip hop. You know what I mean? Like
for sure,
that was part of it. You know what I mean?
So I don't lose the fucking my thought. So what they were saying is, and they were talking about the Florida break scene, how it developed. Like I actually got a slide on that too, the Orlando sound.
Right.
So the Orlando sound is basically like probably the Florida break sound.
It is pretty much. I mean, like
right. So what happened?
A lot of those cats go to Tampa or from Tampa, go back and forth.
Right. So
it was all around the same.
What they were saying was that what made the Florida rave scene so special in that time was you had a lot of professional dancers that worked at the resort.
Right. That makes sense.
So they would get off late right?
Right.
The
Go to these
fucking
parties.
warehouse raves are going on, and
Fucking
then you
kill it.
have a dance crew
Yeah.
there.
Because Orlando
So
is
the
a
combination,
huge...
hold on,
Oh, go ahead.
the combination of the DJs, the
Right,
parties,
the timing.
all the time, dude, everything coming together that could not have happened forcefully.
Right.
All coming together at the same time, dude, like created the scene.
And that's what I tell people, man. Like, the scene isn't a real thing. It's like the Force. You know what I'm saying? It's a real fucking thing,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just like, okay, cool. What fucking cool glasses am I wearing? Like that every other bitch is gonna be wearing, or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like anything else. Like there's parts of that, and there's sub like fucking levels. So like different groups.
But and everybody's
clicks.
got
But the
their
scene,
role.
the scene itself, man, like. It's a fucking
It's like
living,
the Force,
breathing
dude. I
thing,
like
bro.
how you said
It's
that.
a
It's
living,
like the
breathing
Force.
thing,
Yeah, it
man.
is, it
You got to
is.
respect
It
that
is,
shit.
yeah, it
Because if
is.
you don't, it'll fuck you up.
And you got to know your role.
It will fuck you up.
Know your role. Yeah, that's true, dude. It will fuck you. It'll eat you alive, dude.
For
Sure.
real.
You got to know your role. You're either you go to the parties. You attend. I mean, these aren't the only roles. You're a promoter of the party.
Right.
You know, you're a producer of the party. You're a DJ. You know, you are a vendor at the party. Like you got a bunch of, you know,
Yeah.
dude.
You wear multiple hats, but it's
dude,
still
yeah.
it's just one of those things. And that's the thing, man. Like, if you fuck something up in the scene, like you can get ousted easily. Like it's not something like, okay, cool, I'm coming back to this country club, like, or when I get out of timeout. You know what I mean? Like, you fuck somebody over,
Tarnish your reputation.
that
dude.
shit is fucking like not
Yeah,
going
you're
nowhere.
blacklisted.
You know what I mean? Or if you do something really not cool or very foul to a person, like an individual, like a female or a male, whatever have you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't stand for that shit. It's tribalistic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is, dude.
You
That's
get
what it
fucking
is.
voted off the island, bro.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is, dude. It's a tribe.
Doesn't even matter if you're fucking
It's a
if you're
tribe.
this low on the totem pole or if you're fucking one of the chiefs. They will fucking
Yeah, it's a tribe. Did you finish talking about the fucking
No.
Uber ride?
No.
All right, keep going. Goddamn. All right, hold on. Let me get another beer.
Get me one,
All right,
too.
Take a beer break for
All
a
right.
second. You just fucking talk to the camera.
All right. Take this. There's some in the freezer. Check that out.
Which one do you want? Yellow or brown?
It don't matter. Whatever one's cold enough. How y'all doing? All right. So this is just us talking shit. More importantly, I guess, more recently, EDC Orlando. It was fun. It was cool. It's never enough. It's never enough.
Dude, I am too motherfucking old for that shit.
You think so,
Dude,
right?
Let me tell you something. Let me get back over here.
You always do. And then you get out there and you're like,
No, I mean, dude, as far as the experience itself, oh shit, I don't have a fucking. I got a knife.
that works.
Don't fucking cut yourself open on camera.
Not on camera, right?
You know you're prone to injury.
This is very true.
Dude, don't fucking. Alright, cool. So, one thing about me, dude, is like, you know, I've been to Ultra a couple times. I've been to Bonnaroo twice. I've been to Wani. And. Hold on, let me open this bitch. Alright, true that. Cheers. And I've been to a bunch of shows. Me and you have randomly encountered each
Yeah,
other
yeah.
at fucking shows.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So, just like no idea that we were both there. I can't handle it, dude. I can't handle the recovery.
Yeah,
Let
true.
me tell you, dude, I got a problem staying up all night DJing at fucking public house.
Right.
Like, it's just too much, man. Like, I don't
I
know
hear ya.
if you got some superpowers because you got that Latin in you, dude. Because, seriously, you pretty much look the same as you look, like, whatever.
Just
fucking-
fatter and more hair.
Yeah, I guess. But, like, I don't know if you have some kind of, like, you have better genetics than me.
This
or
is
something
true.
like
That could be- that is a
It
thing.
could- but
Well,
dude,
here's the thing.
I can't recover, dude. It just takes it kills my momentum in life,
Right.
And it takes me too long to get back.
Yeah, it's sad to sound like this, like to be like a professional at getting fucked up or
Partying, dude.
partying too long, but it's a thing, man. Like back in the day, I wasn't taking vitamins and like prepping my meals, like in the sense of like, okay, this is like I want to be healthy going into the party, like into the weekend. What's happening? You know what I mean? Like being able to, it's like almost like training for an event. You know what I mean?
Right, dude.
Like
I don't want to train for a motherfucking
No, like before
party,
I used to
dude.
be like, okay, fucking, all right, what's the next one? Let's go.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's over. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Keep it going.
Yeah.
But yeah, with festivals, man, like I was having a conversation with Denver, which is another person you should probably get in here, because he has like points of views from like
Dude,
all.
I talked to Denver like probably once or twice a month, or maybe more than that. I talked to him the other night.
Right on.
He called me.
But yeah, man, like we had a conversation one time about it. He's like, man, walking around all fucking day long, you know what I mean? Like even if you're not doing anything, no drinking, nothing, you know what I mean? Like it's physically draining. You know what I mean? Like you have to be prepared to fucking go out there and do that kind of shit. And if you're gonna partake in party favors and shit like that, you know, you need to make sure you're fucking like know how to react to your body. Like, like have everything ready to go.
But dude, as you age, though,
for sure,
that's what it is. Like, dude.
Again, so that's why I'm not going out all the fucking time.
I can fucking handle the experience.
Right.
But coming back from it, it takes too long. That's what it is.
Well, with that being said, something like that, my suggestion would be like what we were just talking about, plan it out, like plan ahead, and then like have a fucking cutoff point. Like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna go for fucking 20 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I was doing it, I was always make sure I had a day or two off of work afterwards.
Oh, 100%.
You know, I'm chilling, but it's just the exhaustion is deeper the older I've
Because I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, as somebody being older too and going to these shows when we were younger, like, cool, they had a fucking one of these lights. You know what I mean? So like, what it is now, you're like, you could just be sober. You're like, what?
Dude,
the fuck?
I have not seen that production since it ramped up.
Live.
I haven't seen it.
I've been saying it ever since I started going back to festivals, man. Like, I stopped going to Ultra for like the longest time, and then when I went back, I was like, that was kind of what was drawing me back because it wasn't the music, like per se. Like there was we could talk about that some other time, whatever. Like transitioning between like the fall of vinyl to the rise of digital, and like the fall of breaks, the rise of dubstep, and all that shit. So like between the 05 to 13 era, whatever, like there was like overstimulation. Like now it's not just about the music, the people, whatever. Now it's like about everything. You know, the food that's gonna be there, the fucking the production, like. The
whole
they had to raise like the fucking everything up.
Dude, those stages, those pictures I
it's
saw
ridiculous,
were incredible,
dude. They have stages that aren't even part of stages. Like they're just stages that you can interact with.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
There's no music and shit?
No, like you just fucking go there and like take pictures of it, lay under it. Like there's they put stuff out there. Like you just been thinking it's cool. Like you go to a warehouse party and they fucking put a black light on. Okay, cool. They got this fucking like. I don't know what it calls, like a parasol thing. Like you sit under it and like it spins and fucking changes colors and shit. Yeah, like you are. Like they take you to a different fucking world. Yeah, like and cool. That's the point. They want to take you out of the real world. Right. And when you're in there, you're fucking in fucking with Alice in Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? Like you are fucking down the rabbit hole.
When I was in Bonnaroo, it was like daytime Bonnaroo and nighttime Bonnaroo.
Right.
Were totally different.
Dude, you could. Yeah, that's a funny thing, man. Like. When fucking the night drops, bro. Like the first time I saw Yellow Claw actually was in Tampa at sunset, and they were playing when the sun was setting, and they even said something. They're like, "All right, bitches, the fucking sunset now, motherfucker, let's go."
Nighttime is the right time,
and like glow sticks everywhere, bro. It just went off, dude.
Bonnaroo had these setups that like looked like something in the daytime, and then at nighttime they looked like something completely different. Right? They look like lights during the day. At night, they look like bees. And it looked like a bunch of bees flying through the air in this field and shit.
That's what's up.
All kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it was all over the place.
So I guess we wrap up the fucking Uber thing. So we were leaving, right? And
I fucking forgot about that.
It's all good. Yeah. We're leaving, and we're getting everybody that's left to get into the Uber. I say that because one of our parties stayed. He's like, I ain't going. I ain't ready. Exactly. I was like, you motherfucker. You
can't take me out of here.
Because there's only 2 guys, and the rest were girls. So it was, whatever, what is that, 4 girls. I was like, motherfucker, you're going to leave me to fucking babysit? Which, babysitting's not even a real thing. Like, they can definitely take care of themselves.
Yeah.
But anyways, shit, sometimes they need to take care of me. But I was kind of like organizing the Uber and shit. So we get in there and...
Somebody's got to be dad, dude.
Right.
We got to be lead aid.
We get in the Uber. We're riding out. And we're fucking just so cold. So like, we're just like... You know, we're walking in. We're like, before we get in there, we're taking off our wet shit, like layers of wet shit. I'm like, don't leave it here. Just fucking wring it out. You know, bring it in, put it in your lap, whatever. So I sit in the front, and it's an elderly lady, and it's the car. Like you know as much as I do. She's not super old, but whatever, grandma-ish. The cars though, when you drive for Uber, there has to be a certain age range, right? Like no cars older than 5 years, what kind of condition, whatever. Right. The car wasn't. It was a. What was it, a Buick Rendezvous, which is like a Pontiac Aztec. Now, if you can remember it, it was fucking what Walter White used to drive in fucking Breaking Bad. Yeah. At the end of one of the seasons, he runs fucking somebody over with the shit.
Dude, a Rendezvous is not an Aztec.
It is. Look it up. Guaranteed. It's different. It's like
it's a little curvier.
It's like a Lincoln, like how Ford and Lincoln are the same companies. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, I get that.
So it's the same. It's the same chassis. It's the same car.
Yeah, but it's not. It's the same car. Same outside, right?
I mean, it's the same. It's the same.
All right, I could be wrong. I'm thinking that it's more curvy.
It's the same
It's
chassis.
definitely not. Yeah, it could be. It's definitely not. The outside is not the same though.
I guess you Google like Rendezvous versus.
Dude, that's not a Pontiac. That's not a Pontiac Aztek.
Okay. It's got the same.
It's similar, dude. It's got the same shitty design. If
Okay.
you want to call it that.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't have the same chassis, but I could have sworn they did. Anyways, this bitch is fucking. You know, it's not the newest, and I'm like.
Does anybody out there know if a motherfucking Pontiac Aztek is a Buick Rendezvous? I'm gonna say it's not, based on the picture. Even though they tried to make it a similar design, I could be wrong. Whatever. All right, cool.
That might be a newer design. Anyways, so the heat's on, but I'm like, it's like that dry heat. I'm like you can tell like the AC is old. But the car's old. It's not newer. So I'm like, how does this bitch fucking get this shit fucking past Uber? Fucking, it's not really an inspection, but you submit the fucking the VIN number and it says what year it is.
I think it was 2006 was the cutoff here in Florida, around here. It's not 2006 ever. Well, this was when I was.
I thought it had to be like 5 years or newer.
It is in certain areas, like metropolitan areas, but not.
So you can have a fucking hoopty.
My Cadillac was a 2009.
Wow. Okay. True that.
Yeah.
So maybe because Florida doesn't give a fuck about anything. That's why everybody's like, fuck Florida, but in reality, it's fucking people come here and partying and
Well,
fucking
it was
vacationing.
because my thoughts.
Like less rules. Let me say there's
were,
less rules in Florida. And it's not because of Florida people. It's because
my thoughts about it were is that Uber wasn't big in certain areas, so in order to get the drivers, they would need to open up the carpool.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So we're driving back, and she's like, "Are y'all going to the EDC tomorrow?" And we're like, "No, we're not going to the EDC."
Oh,
you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And she's got a CD player and shit. Like she's got a book of CDs like in the front.
Wow.
Like I'm noticing all this shit. I'm sitting in the front, you know, and I'm like, there's not a lot of space. There's like a bunch of shit. And she's like, I forget how the conversation got brought up. But she's like, oh, I have CDs. She's like, I got Kool-Aid. I got water. Like in the doors, we're like, you got Kool-Aid.
You got some Gatorade?
Yeah, she's like, yep, Kool-Aid. I'm like, what flavor it is.
You made it yourself?
Yeah. It's like, how much sugar did you put in that
that's
bitch?
what I'm saying, dude. Seriously.
Like, what else in this
I don't
bitch,
know
you
if I
know?
trust you.
Exactly. This is where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, help. So she's like, yeah, I got some CDs too if you want to listen to them. And we're like, no, we're okay, whatever. And she's like, yeah, I got my son's CD. He's got a rap CD. And like just the way the direction of the conversation, the way it was going, we're just like, okay, what the fuck is really going on right now? You know what I mean?
Is this a real Uber?
Right, because that's what we were thinking. We're like, bro, is this a real Uber? Because I don't think you could have fucking a car that has CDs and be an Uber.
Did I ever tell you I picked up the wrong person on an Uber?
No, but did I ever tell you that I got picked up by somebody in Miami going to a football game, and when they said, whatever, Jose, you know, whatever, like that picture was not the dude that was driving, and he had like 3 or 4 phones, and I was like,
oh shit,
yeah, I was like,
I've heard about that.
I was
Never
like,
seen it.
it's like basically it's like they get somebody else to sign up and they're using it, you know.
Yes.
For
that's
it.
why they send out this message that you should check your driver's picture.
Right, don't get fucking,
but,
don't get murked.
Yeah, I picked up the wrong person on New Year's because I had somebody on the app with their name, and then I was it was outside of the inlet.
Okay.
I pull up. There's some people standing on the corner, and they just get in the car. So I'm thinking it's them, and I drive off, right?
They just jump in?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden my phone just starts ringing, dude. It's just ringing, and I'm hanging up. I'm like, why is somebody calling me, dude? Picking up, they're like, is this Patrick? Like, yeah. So I'm like, who's this? Like, they hit the person's name in the app, whoever I was supposed to pick up, and they're like, you coming to pick us up? I'm like, oh,
bitch, you're already in the car.
I'm like, oh, and so I had to fucking pull up. I explained the situation, I had to redo it and all that shit. I'm like, my bad. But anyway, sorry. I just wanted to throw that in there because of the fucking.
It's all
might
good.
be fake Uber ride shit.
You got to, man.
It happens, dude. So
and that's why.
Uber
and that's why if you're gonna go out
to
to stuff like that, man, go with some friends, people you trust, or people that you think you trust.
So what happened?
Well, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to tell you the fact that she had Kool-Aid and CDs, and her son was a rapper.
And her fucking Pontiac Aztek, yeah. Was she white?
Yeah, she was white.
Okay, hey.
For sure she was white.
Might be the next Eminem, whatever.
Right, that's what I thought too. Yeah. The girls in the back were like,
so,
okay. Have spaghetti?
So I got a couple of specific questions, dude. So take a guess how long we've been going. Take a guess.
Hour and a half.
Almost an hour and a half. So thank you guys, everybody.
And that's not fair because I listen to podcasts, so I kind of like have a good gauge.
So thank you guys for everybody sticking around, listening to us. And shit.
Yeah, thanks.
Talking shit. Okay, so we talked about the stages. You weren't there for the art car for the break stage.
Not for Sunday, no, but yes. So what they do is it's still a legit stage. It's just a smaller stage.
Is it inside the festival?
It's inside the festival.
Right.
So like you have your main stages, Boom, like say,
Right.
here's 1, here's 2, here's 3.
Right.
So then you have your walkthroughs, like I was telling you before, like your crazy shit that people are like, oh my god,
Right.
what is that?
Right.
They have festival rides, you know, like
Ferris wheels.
Ferris wheels.
Yeah.
What do they call it? The slide, not the slides, the swings.
Yeah.
Where they fucking, you know.
They got the zipper.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a dangerous fucking thing to have.
Seriously,
Everybody's
dude.
throwing up. I mean,
Yeah.
like getting on the fucking.
All your fucking
Getting
drugs
on-
falling out of your pockets and shit.
Getting on
in
the Ferris
bottom of
wheel
the
or the
fucking
swings
pod.
would be scary enough. Like let alone
Yeah.
something's like upside down.
Yeah.
Like you're really throwing up. I almost threw up because I didn't eat enough food that day. I was like, oh no, dude. Oh no.
So it was. So I saw some pictures. It was Robbie and security, right? were
They
there.
ran it on Sunday,
Tool
man.
time.
Yep, fucking. I'll pull it up right now.
Fuck, dude, I
This
can't
chick,
remember.
her name is I think Villain, like Angela Villain, but it goes by like Villain. I could be wrong though. I'll just pull that shit up real
Yeah, I
quick.
don't remember who it was. So anyway, so yeah, they had. So that was the first time breaks have been at EDC, right?
I think that's a no though because the first year, so going down memory lane, we threw a
What
party.
was the first year?
I think 10 years ago. It's 10 years ago next year, so 9 years ago. So 2010, I think. So this, I don't know if it's the year that I don't know if it was the first year, but I think it was. It was the year that we had a party where we booked Shiraz and X,
and nobody showed
and nobody showed up
because
because everybody was in Orlando. Like
Okay.
the whole entire state was in Orlando.
Yeah.
And they
Okay.
like that was when dubstep was on the rise too. And Icy and Baby M played, and like they had like some heavy hitters. And I was told that the break stage was dead, and everybody was at the dubstep stage.
Don't ever throw a party the same weekend as a music festival.
Never.
Don't ever do that.
Always fucking
Yeah.
Always plan around what's going on.
Yeah.
Like communicate with
Yeah.
the other people you're fucking with. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Or the people that are.
So yeah, okay. So okay, you're right. You're probably right. So but after that, probably not. I don't know.
Probably not.
I didn't really follow.
Probably
EDC.
not.
Probably not. I didn't really follow EDC. I was into Ultra.
Right.
You know, for a little while. You know,
Well,
me and Joe into Ultra together.
Ultra stopped
multiple
doing. Ultra
times.
stopped doing bringing breaks too, though, man. You know.
I think I was there. I was talking about that with Doug.
I think a lot. Like I seen like Stanton Warriors there, like and they were they were on the side stage.
Right, yeah.
So it's similar to
So
that.
it's,
It's similar to that.
Yeah, okay,
You know, like the
gotcha,
7-Up
gotcha,
stage. You know
gotcha,
what I mean?
Yeah. So how was the crowd?
Crowd honestly was fucking
Was
amazing.
it packed?
It was definitely packed. So there's this thing in fucking festival culture that's been a phenomena for the past couple of years. At least I've been going back to the festivals. Hashtag not racist. Asian trains. Okay, so what the reason being is fucking people from Asia come over to the States and they travel, and they don't travel alone because a lot of times they don't have people to travel with. And what they do is they sell them like packs. So like imagine like when you go on a trip, what do you do now? You just go on fucking kayak or Google or whatever, and you're gone.
Right.
You're not calling the fucking travel agent, right?
No, fuck no.
Well, guess what?
Apparently people
They
do
still
that,
are.
though.
They
Okay,
still
yeah.
are. So they're like instead of getting like a group on a fucking dinner, they're getting a rave group on. There's like a rave fucking travel agent over there,
Right.
And they get like not one person, not 10 people, like
No
50 people,
shit.
100 people. So they get like and it's mainly Asians because they have a lot of money and they like to travel cool.
Crazy
And they can't do the shit they do over here over
Right,
there.
right.
So that's also why you
Damn,
see a
I
lot.
didn't know that
That's
was a
also
thing,
why you
so-
see a lot of Asians fucking passing out at festivals because they're like, I took too much.
See, and honestly, dude, I never even seen that before. Not
And you
Asians.
wouldn't unless you go there. It was
Yeah.
a new thing. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
Why is
And
this
the
not an
first
Asian
festival I
thing?
saw it, I was like, okay, that's weird. Then I saw it again. I'm like, okay, it's definitely a fucking thing. It's not just like a fluke.
So Asian trains,
ATs,
festival
Asian trains are a fucking thing.
All right.
They'll be legit like a fucking train, like which makes sense. They don't want to lose anybody. Cool, everybody's fuck. But the thing is, everybody drops so much drugs and they get super fucked up that they have to be
It's like
carried.
a Congo line.
Yeah,
going through
but
the
everybody's
fucking-
like fucking Weekend at Bernie's, bro. Everybody's fucking like, they're fucking done.
Fucking love that movie,
Dude, they're fucking
That's
out. They're
fucking
out
awesome.
there, and
Fuck
they're getting
yeah.
the reason why they're trained up is so they don't fucking fall down. But dude, it's a legit train. You can't look left or right. Like there's no end, and like they will fucking stampede your ass. They will
Damn.
fucking run you over. They don't give a fuck because
Never seen
that's
that.
how the cultures in
Never
Asia
seen
just
that.
keep it moving, right? Well, you're fucking standing like literally. You have to like get fucking in front of them or push them out of the way. The first EDC was
to break the chain.
yeah, it's hard.
Damn. I never
First EDC
fucking-
was 2 years ago, Orlando, and we're chilling. It's our group, whatever. And like me and my buddy Cody C, what's going on? And we're like, oh shit. like the girls, their backs are to it. They don't really see it. It's coming. So we've all kind of stood up at the same time, like eyed it. We were like, hey man, we knew what the fuck was going on. And we kind of just protected our area, because our people were sitting down because they were right about to get
walk through your
dude. They'll trample you like fucking elephants, dude.
Yeah.
So we did it, and one of our friends, Stephanie, she still got stepped on, and we're like, dude, what the fuck, bro? You know, like we're all here to have a good time. We're all here for the same shit. There's no reason to be an asshole.
Dude, that's your nugget for this fucking podcast. Is the Asian train.
Watch out for them because they're fucking real. All
right.
So real quick, I'm trying to pull up.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Orlando Sunday.
The crowd.
The crowd. So here's the lineup for Sunday.
Yeah, I saw it.
So it was decent, bro. You had Huda Hootie and shit.
Oh yeah, Huda Hootie. There you go. Yeah.
Like it wasn't a bad lineup.
A lot of people I don't know. No DJ Stylist. I don't know Heather Collins. No Huda Hootie. Jason Brown don't know him.
He's Orlando.
Robbie and Security obviously.
A lot of dudes from Orlando.
Tool Time. I know who he is, but I don't know any of his stuff.
Or at least Florida break style. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I saw some of the videos that they were putting on.
I didn't see or hear any of it, but I was told like throughout the stuff.
They weren't going live though, dude.
What?
They were doing well. Maybe they were at the time, but
I hope they recorded because usually every set is recorded by the people like. By the AV techs that are running the stage.
Dude, they should have.
So I don't know if
did they stream EDC?
I don't know. One year they did, but that was Vegas though. So I don't know if they stream it.
I didn't even look to see.
Dude,
all you ever watch Ultra stream?
Oh wait, it's great. You don't have to go.
Tight, dude. It's good.
A couple EDC Vegases ago, I just watched it at home. I was like. Got drunk. I was like, "Hey, we were fucking up. We were taking pictures in front of the TV. We're like, hey, we're here. We're at the main stage.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. If anybody knows if the breaks were streaming live, let us know.
For that.
And if anybody didn't record their sets, come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
tell us about the tattoo on the arm.
All right, so my friend Lindsay, where's it at? Can you see it? Is it
right there?
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, a little fucking thing.
Anyways,
it's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow. So yeah, friend Lindsay, she's a local here in Fort Pierce. Shout out to Lindsay. We're all there. We're chilling. We just got back from I don't know what to call it, the gauntlet of wetness and coldness, aka EDC Orlando Friday, and we're changing and we're chilling and shit. And she has this pack of like cool but like weird fucking tattoos, right? Rainbow, not so weird. It's cool, right? It's just not your. I shouldn't say weird. It's just not your average pack of I'm gonna say condoms. Right. Pack of fucking tattoos.
It's a variety pack of condoms.
There was like some kind of like magic one or some shit because there was like crystals. There was like a skull and shit. It was like a bunch of cool shit. So she was giving everybody tattoos and we got back to the hotel, the resort, whatever.
Okay,
so,
gotcha. Don't worry, we're gonna wrap this bitch.
Which is still there. So it's kind of funny. Like it's.
I've
showered.
Got a prison tattoo.
Not yet.
It didn't get finished yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so. We're at an hour and 29 minutes.
All right, that's cool.
We fucking, dude, good. So I just got one thing to tell you, which is cool. So my cousin Jeff, he lives in Savannah, right? I don't know if I told you. You know Mark, my cousin Mark.
Okay.
Is his brother. But anyway, he is a musician and he manages the Treehouse in Savannah. Right?
Okay, is that like
a bar? It's a pretty well known bar. Up
okay.
There, right? And
go on.
So me and Lindsay went up there when we drove to Washington D.C. one time. Hung out with him and shit like that. So the Cannonball Run came through Savannah. The car thing.
Right. Yeah, with fucking
Jillionaire from fucking Major Lazer.
Yeah.
Comes up to the Treehouse, or I think maybe he messaged the Treehouse and he's like, "Yo, if you can find me some CDJ 2000s, I'll come and DJ."
That's what's up.
So I get this fucking text. I'll show it to you. I get this text at like let me see what time it was. I guess it wasn't that. It was 7:48. Bam! There's motherfucking Jillionaire on the decks.
That's what's up, man. I don't know if you've ever been. We can do this too. Like it's not really a festival thing, but like Art Basel, you know what I mean? Like it's something similar. Yeah. People like fight. It's all about music and art, and people pop up, and there's free parties all the time. It's not so as intense as festivals, you know what I'm saying? But it's something to go and to experience DJ culture.
Right.
Like Craze throws parties out of a taco shop all the time. It's a place called Koyo Taco, which is very fire-ass tacos. But they also have like a speakeasy club in the back. The club's not always open, but like whenever they do, they open it up.
Right, yeah.
So imagine Chipotle with a club in it.
No, I got you, and you got to go through the freezer to fucking get in there and shit.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you ever, before we sign off, did you ever hear back from those people that hit you up in Austin? Wanting to bring mixed days out to fucking Texas. I gotta
send him a fucking press pack and a contract.
That's what's up.
She was like, were you planning on coming out for SWSX?
South by Southwest?
Yeah, South by Southwest. And I was like, well, sometimes go to Miami for that, but I'd be open to do something else. So
For
I
sure.
gotta fucking put together a press pack. So just so anybody who's
Shout out to that.
So some lady who was watching me and Frank with, dude, did you listen to that set?
Oh yeah. Not
Yo.
all of it, no.
It's fucking fire, dude.
Nice.
And I'm not just saying that because it was just me and Frank.
Right.
That set's fucking fire, dude.
You were telling me it was one of the best ones you guys ever had.
Seriously, dude. Like every song was on point. Have you ever heard that? It's like Kyle G remix of Around the World.
I'm not sure.
Around the
I mean, I know the
World,
song.
like
Yeah.
Daft Punk,
Yeah.
So imagine I'm here DJing, Frank's dancing.
Yeah.
And this song is just fucking riding out, dude.
I can
It's
see
fucking
Frank dancing
dude.
right now.
It was fucking, dude, it was the shit. It was the shit.
Hell
the
yeah.
whole fucking set was good. So anyway, some lady hit us up after we did that show saying, hey, come play my club in Austin or come play my venue in Austin. So I was like, that's pretty cool. So I hit up Doug and I was like, yo,
Send me
I
a
need
fucking
a press pack,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, send me what you got so I can see what it is and I'm going to put something together. So I'm going to put something together for me and Frank.
That's what's
Send it
up.
back to her.
I'll fly out there.
So yeah, it would be cool. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we ain't
I'll be your
nobody, but
roadie.
We
I'll-
can definitely rock a motherfucking
I'll
party
be your
after
roadie.
that. Yeah, so that'd be cool. All right, so it's an hour and 32 minutes. Thank you everybody who stuck around. This is a long motherfucker right here. So, but me and Joe will talk.
Till next time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for supporting us. We appreciate it. We're trying to do the podcast once a week. You know, maybe once every week. Hopefully, if things go good, we're having Infinity on next month. We got Jason. Eternal, not DJ Eternal, just Eternal at the end of the month. I don't know what we're doing next week. We'll see. I think Thanksgiving is next week.
I think it is too.
Yeah. So
everybody have a
we'll
safe
figure it out. Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
so you guys have a safe Thanksgiving.
Eat a lot of food.
Right.
Do all that cool
Thank
shit.
you guys for supporting us. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
It's just fun, right?
It is fun. I do it all day.
Right. Hour and a
What
half.
the comments
dude.
be like?
Dude, so I mean, dude, we have people in here. Dude, we had 8, 9 people watching us pretty much the whole time
Talking
until
shit.
the end. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I mean, right? Like, we feel like we're that important enough to where people are gonna watch us. I mean, like, that's fucking pretty cool.
See, the thing is, like Joe Rogan does all the time. Like he won't have a guest that week, and he'll bring in a red band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen those. I don't really listen to those.
No, me neither. Oh yeah, let it out. Yeah, this is my outfit for EDC.
My outfit. That's all y'all were fucking dressed up and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna wear my fucking Halloween costume. See my Halloween costume?
What was it?
Fucking Macho Man Randy
Oh, I
Savage.
did see it. I saw
I was
it.
gonna
I
be-
showed
I
it
was-
to Lindsay.
I was
She's
gonna-
like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
So that same vest you saw me wearing, I was gonna wear that with the same outfit and be Macho Man Raver Savage.
true.
Alright. But then I was like, oh, this is too much shit to carry. And then I was like, damn, I wish I would have worn this shit. That would have been cold.
Right. Yeah, that fucking sucks when it rains like that.
It would, man.
Yeah.
I'll holler at Keith what's up, the Turk Theory guy, because that'll be really cool. Yeah, that's a lot of history and shit too.
Yeah.
Guys can actually talk some real shit instead of just bullshit.
Right.
I can bullshit all night.
Right. I mean, we got some shit, we got some knowledge, but we don't got that kind of fucking knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, that dude has fucking seen some shit.
You got work tomorrow? I do, but that's the afternoon.
Alright. I mean, I'm gonna chill for a minute and fucking drink this beer. So, dude, did you take Kaylee?
Huh?
Did you take Kaylee?
Oh, to Spiro?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she just quit.
No, I'm saying to EDC.
Oh, no, why?
Dude, one of the pictures I saw looked like her, and I was like, damn, show her got it like that.
Oh, no. My girlfriend would probably definitely feel fucking her by then.
Right, that's what I said. Joe Tracy with this bitch.
I know. Kelly wanted to go. She's like, I wanted to go. But you're been something actually kind of doing anything like that. I was like, sorry. I requested this
Who
shit
was
out.
the girl that looked like her?
That'd be Kyle. I guess she was still there.
It was a picture of you.
Still there?
Yeah, that's her. Okay. Chris is texting me at fucking 10 o'clock.
Chris Hudson?
Yeah. Let's see what that's about.
He texted me like a minute ago. He said, "You guys done? I wish I was there." Where's the off button?
Off button on what?
Oh yeah, just no, right here.